I'm Rob.
And I'm Toby.
And this is the Barefoot Gaming Review for
Obscura
in VR. So, Toby, what kind of game is this?
It's a horror game.
It is a horror game.
It's scared the bejesus out of me.
So give me an example of some of the scenarios this throws you into.
One of the first situations I was in was I was like in a little spooky little yard outside of a spooky looking house, and the game is very slow paced. You're walking around, you're not teleporting or shifting around, you're just gonna walk around the room, which is like the outdoors in the game. It's more of an experience than it is really a game, I would say.
So I think you hit the nail on the head, and that is something we should for sure stress, is there is no teleport, there is no sliding or movement aside from room scale. That's it. You walk around in the space that you have. That's all.
The interaction that you do have is in the form of the items in your hands, which tend to change from scenario to scenario. Not many environments, but what's there is really good.
So we saw 3 different environments, and we played through quite a few times. It cycles back to the same 3 no matter what we do, but the items that you're holding in your hand are always different. I'm gonna say that it's relies on jump scares more than anything else. But there's also that atmospheric fear throughout. All the time you kind of have this dread in your stomach if you're holding a heart in your hand, right? And it's thumping. It'll thump harder when you get to something that'll be scarier. And you don't see it yet until you either use the camera with the night vision or that flashlight.
Yeah, definitely. That's where the gameplay itself, like the core of it, changes. Because the game utilizes the vibrations most in experiencing the game and tracking like the enemy of the game, which is this witch thing. The item that you use to track the location of her changes, and the item that you use to make her visible changes. For example, the items that you use to locate her would change between a medallion that you're holding and a beating heart or a cell phone.
But like a little camera with night vision,
Yeah.
which has a little screen, that if you're just looking around, you're not going to see anything. But if you're using the screen, all of a sudden you'll see something, and then boom, hands will come out of the ground. It just happens for a moment, and then you're right back, and you're trying to figure out exactly where everyone else is.
It's a game of I Spy, but it's really, really terrifying, at least to me.
So the price of this is $21.99 Canadian, and I think we've kind of touched on all the points. Let's actually get down to the review. How many scary, witch-looking women popping out of the forest out of 5 would you give this, Toby, and why?
I want to give it more because it looks great, but the content that's there isn't worth $21. I would pay maybe $8 tops for this game. It looks great. What is there is good, but not a lot is there.
So how many out of 5 are you giving this?
3.
That's not
2.5.
If I wait too much longer, I feel the score will drop, so I'm going to throw mine in there. I'm going to give this a 2 out of 5. And I feel kind of torn about that, but here's the issue. The graphics look fantastic. It looks wonderful. However, there are only the 3 environments. There's the outside in the woods type area, there's inside of a cabin or inside of a house of some sort, like an old building, and then there's another one where you're outside again. So there's only the 3 that keep cycling. Now, even though you see the things differently, I'm just not catching enough replayability. I had lots of fun watching other people jump and jumping myself. The atmosphere is really good. It has lots of fear in the right spots, and it isn't just jump scare after jump scare. But at $21.99, I'm struggling to give it more than a 2 out of 5. And that's kind of it. So that's the review of Obscura by Michael Hedgeman, reviewed by
Toby and Rob from Barefoot Gaming.
We love to hear from you. Let us know what you think. Like, subscribe, comment.
Tell me how good I look.
Over and over. That's what I do when I'm around him all the time. I just tell him how good he looks.
It's true.
We're out of here. Have a good one. See ya.